It's a brand new day. Hey. Wake up every morning and say it's a brand new day. Hey. Take a good day, make it great, okay? Cause if you got some lemons, make some lemonade. Yeah, chase those clouds away. It's a brand new day.
Hi everyone, what is up and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Brianna and this is my first time ever filming a video like this because I've never really been into the pin trading or the pin game at Disney World. So welcome to a video on every single pin that I traded at Walt Disney World. So what are we gonna do in this video? We are gonna talk a little bit about my pin trading and pin origin story, how I even got started pin trading in general, any little tips and tricks I have when it comes to pin trading, and then I'm trying to look, 80 plus, maybe like around 70, I probably should have counted, but I remember I counted once before, like 70 trader pins that we traded in the parks, myself and my fiance. And so if you are new to the channel, make sure to give the video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. Welcome, come on in and join. But we just like to have a chaotic oversharing type of community here. So welcome if you're new, and if you're not new, welcome back. Hi everyone. So with that being said, let's start with first a little bit, also my hair is a little crazy today. This is my natural hair. We're just living in the natural hair world recently. So let's dive into my pin origin story. So really how I got started with pins, not trading pins, just my pins in general. So when Corey and I, my fiance, went to Disney back in 2021 in May for the first time, something that we actually loved to buy as a little bit of a souvenir were pins. However, we were really only buying these, like the white back pins where you could just like, they call them rack pins, I think. Not normally trader pins, but just more so pins I feel like that are thicker, they're beautiful, they have really pretty like things on them. Like for example, here's a little sneak peek of two of our pins that we bought on this past Walt Disney World trip. You know, not necessarily pins that you would trade, and we never really wanted to get into trading, but we just wanted pins in general. And so from there, that kind of materialized and moved into every time we had like a memorable moment or something that felt like it resonated with us or was really important on the trip, we would buy a pin for it. So for example, this is what we started doing now. Is the first ride of every trip that we ride, we buy a pin that's dedicated to that ride. So we rode Peter Pan for the first time, or not like the first time, but our first ride of that trip that we just went on was Peter Pan. So we picked up a pin. Or if we go to a new hotel, we buy a pin. When we rode Soarin' over California at Walt Disney World for the first time, we bought a Soarin' pin to commemorate it. So, you know, new dining reservations, that kind of stuff. So any time that we had a really large first or a new memorable fun moment or a story, we would buy a pin for, a rack pin as you would call them. We were never into pin trading. We just like never had gotten into it. It was never something that I was interested in or that Corey was interested in. And then within the last like 2-ish trips, I would say, I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna dabble in the pin trading world. And so that's kind of how it all started. Was I was like, you know what, on our first trip back in, or not our first trip, but our first trip that I was really pin trading on, I think that was maybe September or November of 2023, like one of our last little trips, and I just enjoyed it. I found it so enjoyable to just like take pins off the board and find pins that I thought were cute or that I loved. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to start, and I'm gonna start pin trading. I'll start really low and casual. Well, then it got really out of hand because it actually becomes really fun when you're making it a bigger ordeal. So I definitely went a little overboard on this trip because I was just getting into it. And even some of the pins that I'm looking at right now, I'm like, maybe I would keep them, like maybe I wouldn't, I'm not too sure. So we're gonna go through the pins from this trip, but a few little tips and tricks that I have when you are pin trading. The first thing is, if you are friends with other Disney people or Disney pin traders, ask them for advice. Ask your friends or people in the Disney community how they pin trade to kind of learn and see if that's something that you want to do or find your own spin to it. My next tip when it comes to pin trading is don't trade a pin on the board like just because. I feel like I was taking pins off the board of either pins that I really love, really liked, were shiny and beautiful and new, and not like those fake like ickier pins. And so I was just making sure that you're always looking at the pins. Don't feel like you have to pin trade at every board you go to. We never do. There's days where we pin trade, you know, 2 pins on the board because we love to, and there's days where we'll spend 4 hours, you know, in the parks and we don't trade 1 pin because we don't like any of them. So never feel required to pin trade. And then my third tip and trick is find little collections or things that you really enjoy that maybe you want to start a collection on, so that while you're searching and on the pin boards and looking at pins, it actually feels like a little bit more fun because you find that you're more connected to what you're looking for. So we'll go through my collections as well. Corey started one and I started a few as well, so that when I'm looking on the pin board, for example, if you're a big Minnie Mouse fan or a Daisy fan, start a Daisy collection, and then you're always looking for Daisy pins or mini pins or whatever have you, because then it makes it a little bit more fun and you can kind of narrow down your search when you're looking for pins. So without further ado, let's get into looking at all of the pins that I traded at Walt Disney World this year. We did buy a ton of enamel, like the white back like rack pins as well. That's going to be in a totally separate video, which is my everything we bought at Walt Disney World on our vacation haul, because Corey is like, can you film that video already so that I can get my stuff in the drawers and so I can actually start using and wearing my stuff that I bought on vacation. So without further ado, let's go through all the pins that I traded at Walt Disney World. Alright, so first we are going to start out with all of Corey's pins so I can kind of get those out of the way. So he's starting a Star Wars collection. We have these, which are from, I don't know if these are from a mystery box collection from a while ago, but these are, they almost look like kaleidoscope Star Wars pins. I can hold them both up. Let's see if they will focus. So we have these two pins, where this one is Yoda and this one is C-3PO. So Corey's also collecting these for Star Wars. And I think this is a little bit of an older collection, if I'm not mistaken. So he is trying to collect, I don't know if necessarily all of them, but he is trying to collect Star Wars. So he got those. And then he also found this cute little Chewie pin, which I feel like is really cute, and it's got a really nice like not plastic overlay, but like shiny overlay. And then he also found this nice little stormtrooper, almost like Easter egg kind of pin, so I feel like he's kind of cute too. And then next, inside of the blind bags or the mystery bags that are currently out right now, one of the pin sets that you can collect are different Star Wars characters, so he's trying to find those as well. So we do have two from that collection. So we have, first up, Leia. And then he also found Luke Skywalker, which is nice. Also, this is my first video ever trying to hold pins up to the camera, so, you know, bear with me because I don't really even know what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of sharing all the pins that we got at Walt Disney World. So if you're looking for a pin video, you'll find it. I just don't know if this is going to be too chaotic for any of you like true authentic pinners. And then on to the rest of the Star Wars pins that he has. We do have a duplicate, so this is going to be a trader. However, one of the big boxes that just came out is this like big Star Wars circle pack, which he really loved. So out of the collection, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And honestly, the cool thing about this is he only bought 3 boxes, and every time he got a new one, which was great. The only one he got was a double, was because if it was, I think it was one that he had traded or something. I don't remember exactly the case, but either way, he ended up having really good luck. So first and foremost, we have Chewbacca and Palpatine. So this is them. They're actually really big and very beautiful. And then we have Darth Vader and the Wicket, whichever one this cute little guy is. And then next we have Luke Skywalker and the Stormtrooper. The Stormtrooper one is definitely my favorite because I love the Stormtroopers, but I also just feel like they're really, really nice. So that is it for Corey's Star Wars collection that he's saved right now, minus some of the enamel, like white rack pins that he's bought to start his collection. But Corey is also a big soccer fan. He doesn't play soccer, but he loves Premier League soccer. And so when I was walking up to one of the pin boards, I also found this pin for Corey. Also, can you guys see it? Yeah, you can. It's Mickey kicking a soccer ball. I can't believe that somebody would have traded this pin because I think it's so beautiful, but I found this one for him too. So Corey's last collection that he is starting is a Toy Story collection because Woody is his all-time favorite character. It's been his favorite character since he was a little kid, and Toy Story is his favorite movie and his favorite Disney movie, so he wanted to start a Toy Story collection. So to start, we have this really beautiful enamel Buzz. This came in one of the Toy Story 4 character boxes. However, Corey doesn't like Toy Story 4, so we were just trying to collect like the nicer ones in the box. And then he also found this cute little like three-headed or three-eyed alien from Toy Story. I don't know if every single pin that we have is real, but we like them. So if some are fake, you can tell me which ones you think are fake down below. I don't know if any are, probably some are, but I also feel like regardless, if you like it, keep it. Some of the pins look really fake, but some you can't even tell the difference. So it is what it is. But next in that silver bag, the mystery, like the hidden Mickey bags, Corey is also starting another collection, or like trying to collect the entire thing through, which is Toy Story, because it goes with his Toy Story collection. So we have Rex, and he's really cute, and we have the baby head on the little like robot spider thing. We also were able to get the Buzz and Woody, of course, Corey's favorite. I'm so glad we got him in one of the bags, and the really cute little RC go-kart. I love this one. So we are just missing the last one in this set. Corey always had really good luck in the blind bags for some reason. So he's got almost every single one that he needs for both of his collections, basically. We are just missing the green army men. That was the last one that he had. So that was the last one that he was looking for. And now we will get into my kind of Disney pins or things that I'm collecting. So within those blind bags, there is currently an airplane inside of the hidden Mickey bags right now, airplanes. And as you know, I'm a huge traveler, international traveler, world traveler. So I thought this would be a perfect collection for me to actually try to collect. So I have 3 of the hidden Mickey airplanes right now. I still need the other 3. But to start, I have the Minnie Mouse airplane. She was the first one I got, and this got me like addicted to trying to find them. And then I also have the beautiful orange bird airplane. And then I also have this really cute green, I think it's like the green dinosaur, or you guys know, what is the name of that green dinosaur, or like, yeah, dinosaur with like the pink something on it. I don't exactly remember the name, but I know what it was when I had opened the airplane. And I'm missing 3 of them, so I need the Tinkerbell, the Lumiere, and the 3 fairies. Those are the 3 airplanes that I'm missing from that collection. And then the next collection that I would love to try to find, I've always seen them in the parks. I need to look up online which actually are the colors of these, but these colorful Mickey heads I just absolutely love. You've probably seen these in the park, so I am trying to collect these. So the first one in the collection that I already have is this Mickey face, and then I also have the blue Mickey as well. I think he's cute. And then I have, this is the last one that I have. I'm getting better at this pin holding, the white and the red Mickey. So I actually need to look up which, not a real, but what is actually the color set of those Mickey faces, because I actually think they're kind of cute. So I am looking to finish out that collection because I think that that one is really cute and fun. And then next I have decided to start my favorite princess in the world, an Ariel collection. I ended up buying a lot of the rack pins with the white back to actually start a much prettier, bigger collection. But I also think it's fun to still trade little things from Ariel, the Little Mermaid in general. So I ended up getting first this cute little, this was on the pin board. These are all, if I didn't mention, all of these down here are either from inside of the hidden Mickey blind bags or the mystery boxes and the pin board. None of these that I'm showing you down here are any that we've purchased, unless it was, like I said, in the bag, but they're not any of the rack pins. So this first one that I found is a little flounder popsicle, because the popsicles are currently in the parks right now. I think these popsicles are so darn cute. I probably would never collect the entire set of the popsicles, just I don't know, I probably wouldn't, but I think that one goes really nicely with my collection. And then I love this one. This is a Ariel, but she's like a gemstone, and I think she's pretty. She might be fake because of her enamel, like the way that it's a little bit raised on the outside. However, I love her and I think she's beautiful. And then this is one of my favorites. I love this. It is the Little Mermaid, but in a shoe form. This is literally to die for. Like, this is so cute. I'm so glad I found that one. So I also have a lot of different really big, beautiful mermaid pins that I'm starting to collect as well. So those are just some fun little additions. So I am starting a little mermaid collection. And then my next little collection that I am starting is a Sorcerer Mickey collection. Sorcerer Mickey is my all-time favorite. I love Fantasmic. I love all things Sorcerer Mickey. So I decided to start a little bit of a Sorcerer Mickey collection as well. And these are the ones that I ended up trading for. So I got this really cute Sorcerer Mickey apple, one of the hidden Mickeys, which I think is adorable. And then I also found this one. I've seen a few of these. I don't know if there's a lot, but I actually really do love them. They are surfboards. So I found a Sorcerer Mickey surfboard, which I think is cute. And then last but not least, I found a Sorcerer Mickey coffee cup, which I was so excited about. I'm going to show the coffee cups that I ended up finding on this trip as well. I am now in my like finding these coffee cups era. Part of me wants to collect all the coffee cups because I think they are so cute. I ended up finding 4 on this trip. The Sorcerer Mickey one, and then I have 2 more in my hand, and then another one, but that other one is in a separate collection, so I'll show it. But then I started collecting these really cute coffee cups. So I found this one. I think this is a play on maybe Lilo and Stitch because of the like really beautiful flower, but I thought it was so cute. And then second is Belle. I just think they're so beautiful, and honestly I really like the color on them, and I just think that they're really nice on the outside, so I'm really into the coffee cups. My next collection that I'm starting is a Goofy collection. I don't know if I'm sold on this, but there were some really cute goofy ones in the parks, and I had a really cute goofy few pins on the pin board, so I was like, you know what, let's go the goofy route this trip, and if I don't really love them, then I can use them as pin traders for the future. So we can talk about my goofy collection that I have. I realized that this one right here, this cute little goofy square, I actually already have, so he's going to turn into a pin trader because I actually already have it on my pin board, and so is this one because I already have this one on my pin board, which is the little just regular goofy Mickey. I already have him too. So that's the other thing with pin trading, is if you don't remember what's on your pin board sometimes at home, or I was never really into pin trading before. I was just, you know, picking pins off the board when I probably really didn't need to. So with that, those are already going to be pin traders because I already have them. And this is just a little like Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway Goofy, which I think he's really cute too. And I feel like even this one is cute, but I don't know if I love it. So like that could turn into a pin trader. I think that's the other thing with pin trading is, you know, maybe in 2 years I'm kind of over my X, Y, or Z collection, or I'm over certain pins, so I can just take them off my pin board and use them as traders again. That's going to kind of be my goal for pin trading, is kind of reuse and recycle some of the pins I have, and maybe if I get sick of collections I can bring them back into the park. And then my last two Goofies that I got for my Goofy collection are, I love this little Splat Goofy. I ended up finding it in a Donald too for another collection that I have, but this one is probably one of my favorite pins that I pin traded for on the entire trip. I don't know if it's real, even if it's not, or fake. I don't really care because I love it so much. It is a Goofy lollipop. I love this. I love the colors. I think it is so darn cute. And when I showed my mom, she said that this was like literally one of her favorites from the entire trip. So love that one. I think that one is so cute. And then the last collection I'm starting, which I'm 100% going to continue on because I loved collecting for, was Donald. So I already had started a little bit of a Goofy and Donald collection haphazardly when I was pin trading. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to keep on this train. So here is my Donald little collection, or all the pins that I traded for when we were just at the Walt Disney World parks. So I love this one. Donald almost like aggravated that he's looking at this little bee on his head. I feel like I resonate with Donald a lot with his like short temper and kind of attitude. So I feel like that's why I like Donald and I wanted to start a little Donald collection. I just feel like, I don't know, he's kind of cute and I like him. And then like I said, I had that Goofy pin and I ended up finding it in a Donald as well. So a little, I call it a Splat Donald because it's like, you know, it's like splattering kind of. Okay, next in the Donald collection was this really cute, and again, this one I don't know if it is or is not. Again, I don't know if they're real, guys. I don't really know. You'll have to tell me in the comments, but this one is a almost like Donald Mickey hat, but he's got a little bit of a tood, so I love this. And then like I mentioned, there were a lot of those coffee cups and little popsicles around, so I ended up finding the Donald for both of those. So I did find the Donald coffee cup, and then I also found the Donald popsicle, which so cute. And then next in my little Donald collection was this cute little almost like fire hydrant firefighter Donald. I don't know, I just think he was really cute, and for some reason it reminded me almost of like a floating little like rubber duck, so I thought he was cute, so I traded for him. And then I also found a cute little Donald coffee cup. I love him. I don't know, I just think he is really cute. Now I think that this one is also another, a lot of these are the hidden Mickey sets because they have the little Mickeys in the corner, so I think that those are really cute. And then my last few Donalds that I found, this one is going to be a pin trader because I literally already have it. The Donald's just like flat lay Mickey I already have. And then I found this one, which is adorable as well, this little Donald cupcake. I absolutely love this one for some reason. I like the light blue on it. I think that's why it's probably one of my cutest ones. And like I said, bear with me you guys, this is not any aesthetic pin haul with the hand thing. I'm just learning, I'm just going, you know, we do what we gotta do here with the pins, but I'm also thirsty. And also, if you're a pin trader, comment down below. I would love to know, what pins do you collect? How do you pin trade in the parks? Do you have collections at home? Are you a pin trader? Are you not a pin trader? Like, let's have some fun comments down below of just chatting about Disney pins, how you collect pins. Do you collect no pins at all? I would love to know. They're one of Corey and I's favorite souvenirs because I feel like even if I ever got sick of my pins, I could sell them or trade them in the park, versus sometimes we buy a lot of clothing and like all that stuff, it just goes to waste in the future. But back to the pins, but comment down below anything that you want to about pins. Would love to chat with you guys in the comments. Next is, this one is one of my favorite pins that we traded the entire trip. I have this in the Mickey version and it is one of my favorite pins on my pin board. It is the like Mickey and Friends collection, but I just think this Donald is such a beautiful color, and I would love to collect that entire set of all the Friends because I think they are such beautiful colors, and I love the drawings of them. I love them. This one is also one of my favorite Donalds that I traded for. It just says Donald Boulevard, which I love, and I think it's so cute because it's a street sign. And then my last but certainly not least, this is me in a pin. If you know me, I am the corn queen, the street corn queen, corn on the cob queen. I love anything to do with corn, and this is quite literally a Donald street corn pin, which I feel like is just me to a T. So that is all of my Goofy and Donald pins. Again, even looking at some of them, I'm like, yeah, I'd probably trade that. Yeah, I'd probably trade that again. So it's nice because as we got so into pin trading this trip, it was just like an addiction and we just could not stop. We like went in really hard right in the beginning. Now I feel like we'll kind of reel it back, look through our collections and see if there's things that we want to keep or things that we want to still trade. And last but not least are just the pins that I traded for that were just kind of like randoms that I liked on the board that I thought were really pretty pins. So we're gonna go through all of those next. So first up, I had found, and I think some of these are from a collection, but not all of them. But this one was almost like a, not food, but like fruit collection. So this is a cute little watermelon with little Mickeys on the front of the watermelon as seeds. I just feel like, I don't know, it's kind of cute. And again, would I be sold on keeping that? Would I put that on my pin board? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I would just like pin it on my fanny pack or my backpack for the day because I think it's cute. And then next, this one I just love. This one is a little kiwi mini. I think that she's really cute. And I love just the pink and the green. I think just looks really pretty. So I loved that one. That one I was really glad to find because it's very shiny and looks very new. That's the other thing. When I'm pin trading, I would say for the most part, I'm looking for the shiny, newer, more like, I don't want to say flashy pins, but that is kind of what I'm looking for if I am pin trading. I really have only started looking for collections of things. On this trip was more recent, so who knows if I'll continue that or stop that or be addicted like I just was this past time in the parks. But either way, that's kind of how I've started. And then the next one is this cute little donut Mickey, which let me tell you, I'm a donut girl, Corey's a donut guy, so this one is a definite keep. And I even feel like this would just be cute on like my fanny pack or something on my bag as a little pin because they almost are like little decorations, accessories, I feel like, some of the cute ones. And then next up in the trading category are just things that were from pins that I liked. I'm just kind of like grabbing a handful of them and we'll go, oops, and we'll go through them together. So the first one is apparently an old Hidden Mickey collection or a set was cast member uniforms, and so we found this one, which was the Tower of Terror, which is Corey's favorite ride, so we traded for that one. And I feel like that's actually cute. That one has a little bit of meaning because that's Corey's favorite ride. This one is just a Mickey North America. I loved this one because we obviously are from North America and we travel a ton, so I felt like just being able to see the map with Mickey on it was really cool. This one is definitely going to be a trader pin for me. It's really, really pretty, but it's just not something I would say that I love or like. I originally was like, oh, that's really beautiful, I'm gonna trade it off the board just because I like it and it was very shiny and pretty, but now I'm like, I don't really have a collection for it, so it's definitely gonna turn into a trader and it will make somebody else very happy, and that's a good thing. But it's almost like this Tigger almost kind of collection. My assumption is maybe this was like an Animal Kingdom safari pack or a something kind of a pack where it was just animals, because that's probably maybe what it was. This one I think I'm gonna keep because it was when we were pin trading at the Polynesian, and it is just a cute little Chipper Dale and it says Aloha on it, and because we just stayed at the Polynesian, I feel like this is perfect. And I think this would be cute just next to our little Polynesian rack pin that we got to commemorate staying at the resort. And then I love Peter Pan. However, this might turn into a trader just because I don't really have a Peter Pan collection or anything from it, but it is just the flat lay of Peter Pan, which I think was cute. So this is the other thing when I pin trade. If I like a pin, I just pull it off the board. And again, we bought a lot of those mystery bags and boxes and pins to trade, and constantly just trading and trading and trading because we were getting into it. But now I feel like I have so many pins that I've already traded for that I'm like, this one can go, some of the Goofy and the Donald can go. So I feel like I already have more pins to be able to trade in the future. So if I like a pin, I just pull it off the rack, and if later in life I decide to trade it, I've got more traders. So this was the first pin that I traded for on the entire trip, my first pin trade of the trip, and it is probably one of my favorites that we got the entire time that we were in Walt Disney World while pin trading. It is the Tangled Lantern with Pascal dangling from it, and I love, 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 love Rapunzel, so I feel like this was such a cute little pin to find and trade. This next one is definitely going to be a trader. I just liked it on the board and pulled it off at the time, but it was from one of the Christmas collections last year. I think it's like an Animal Kingdom or a Bug's Life or something wreath. It is pretty, but it doesn't really belong in my collection or really anything that I love, so we'll definitely trade that one. This one I think I may already have on my board, so I have to double check. However, someone put this really just basic Mickey, and I liked him. I thought he was cute, so I traded for him. And then this must be a hidden Mickey set, but I don't know if it's new, old, or where it's from. It doesn't say. However, I loved this Pluto face, and it almost kind of reminds me of the Mickey cartoon Pluto, so he was a definite pin trade. Now again, I don't have a Pluto collection, but I think him just on the pin board is cute, so I would love to keep him because I think that he just fits into the Disney collection well because I like his face. And then this one I love. We go at Halloween, or we've gone at Halloween the last 2 years? Yeah, the last 2 years, and like I only have 1 or 2 Halloween pins. Okay, how cute is this Mickey ghost pin? I love this one, especially like if we go back for Halloween again and it's pinned on my fanny pack or my bagoo bag or something as a little accessory. I love. And then this one is a really cool pin. It is actually the Disney Springs hot air balloon from like Disney Springs in the area. When I traded it, I actually traded this one at the Polynesian in their pin trader book. This one, we don't actually know if it's 100% real. What they assume the cast members were saying is that this pin is real. However, it was just given out when this opened at Disney Springs and was just given out as a pin. So this one will be in my collection forever because I love that it's a Disney Springs pin. And then next I ended up trading for a 2024 calendar year pin because of course I'm trying to collect every year that we've gone to Disney, so now I don't have to go out and buy a 2024 pin because I traded for one. 2021 was the first year that we went to Disney and I've never been able to find a pin. Well, I found a 2021 Daisy on the pin board. Can you even believe that? How cute is she? And now it means I just need to find a 2022 and a 2023 pin for the years because I would love to collect every single calendar year that we go to Disney. And then next I found this one. This was definitely on one of the lanyards that you can buy when you're buying pins in the parks. You buy a lanyard with like 4 pins on it to start trading, and it is this really nice Goofy and Mickey pin. I have this in the Donald version, so I'm glad I was able to find the Goofy. And this is just a gorgeous, beautiful, thick back pin. Very nice, very pretty, so I'm glad I found that. And then this one was really exciting. So Corey and I, like I said in the beginning of this video, we always collect pins that have like a sentimental meaning or a value back to a trip. And this was our first trip that we actually got to see the Hatbox Ghost in the Haunted Mansion. Amazing. And the pin that they had for just like the Hatbox Ghost, I hated, honestly. I did not like the colors of it. I didn't love it. So I was really disappointed that we weren't going to be able to get it. We are leaving the Polynesian to go to the airport, and Corey was like, I'm going to use the bathroom, or I'm going to get a coffee and then use the bathroom. I was like, great, I'm just going to pin trade around the lobby. I'll meet you back in this spot in a little bit. Would you even believe that I found this pin on one of the pin boards in the top of the Polynesian, and it is the Hatbox Ghost. This pin is from the Joey Goo collection that came out in the mystery pin pack, which those pins are beautiful, by the way. I've even thought about collecting that box, but can you believe it? I was so excited. And then I saved my best for last. This is my favorite pin that we traded the entire time, or one of my favorites. It's definitely in the top 3 or 5. This is, some guy traded it with the soccer Mickey that I showed in the beginning. And this is a Kleenex Huggies Growing Up Young Walt Disney World Authentic Pin Trader pin. And I love this pin. I can't even believe that someone put this on a pin trader board, like, let alone get rid of it in general. But this beautiful Mickey and Minnie behind the castle with the map, I just love this pin so much. And it is just so beautiful. It's the Magic Kingdom castle. It's got Walt Disney World on the bottom. Like, I absolutely love it. I'm so glad that I ended up scoring that pin as well. But with that, that is going to conclude the end of this video. Comment down below your thoughts. I've never done a pin video before, or if you follow other YouTube creators that have done pin hauls before. Will I do this again? Who knows? Will I be in my pin trading era forever? I don't know. Who knows if in a week from now I say, yeah, I'm over it, I want to sell them all and just like never pin trade again. I don't know. We'll kind of have to wait and see. But let me know down below if you liked this video, or if you're a pin trader, if you've got pin collections in general. It would be so fun to kind of hear what other people do with their pins. But with that being said, I love you guys so much. Thanks for being here, and look out for the Walt Disney World haul because that is what you will see next after this video. So with that being said, I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one.
It's a brand new day.